Good morning. So today I'm doing anywhere between 14 and 18 miles. I think 14 miles to Yellow Spring campsite. 18 is really depending on how I feel. Bad Bat went ahead because she has to do 2 18-mile days. She kind of has somewhere she has to be in a few weeks, so she went ahead. I'm not trying to keep up with the northbound hiker speed. So the person that I came out to hike with went home, and then another few people I was hiking with were sectioning or flip-flopping, but they're like a day behind me. And then the group I've been with for the last 4 days, most of them hiked ahead a lot of miles. Some of them got off to go to trail days. So I am back to being alone. Don't know who's going to be at camp. Don't know who I'll go into town with, or I'll probably go into town alone. So motivation's a little low today. It's kind of windy and gross out. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So not every day on trail is amazing. I'm a little unmotivated today. Just kind of thinking about being done with Pennsylvania. But we'll see. I know I have another week and a half to 2 weeks out here at least. The only perk is that I might be meeting Alicia in the mountains. She's on YouTube and Instagram. She is a crazy, awesome hiker, mountaineering person. She's done a lot of cool stuff, so she lives in Pennsylvania. Might pick me up. I'm hoping, because I don't know, I don't have another town to go into that has a place to stay for another like 70 or 80 miles. So we'll see. I guess I've decided I'm most likely going to Rausch Gap Shelter. So another 10.8 miles. I've already done about 8. So I have about 1,000-foot climb right now for like 2.5 miles. I'm like not in the mood to hike today. Really I don't want to be out here today. So it's one of those days. I probably should have taken a 0 and done Cannon, but everybody else was going on and I didn't know if I needed one. But now I'm trying to push an 18-mile day. Might end up being 14. I might get to that Yellow Spring site and be like, I'm done. So we'll see. Pennsylvania has just been not great since Duncannon. There's no views pretty much in the state. I mean, there's a couple, but they're nothing crazy or impressive, and they're few and far in between. It is rocky, but it's going to get worse. And honestly, even before Duncannon, views were mediocre, but what made it fun was the crossings into town, crossing past a store or like the Amish stand, walking through the fields. There's just been nothing to look forward to on this stretch. And on top of that, the towns coming up have no options for staying anywhere. So almost until Delaware Water Gap, which is basically the end of the state, I don't have options for places to stay. This is where I was going to stay the night, but I am going to keep going, but I'm going to take a long break here because my feet hurt so much. All right, so I am 0.6, I believe, from the shelter for the night. I took a break at that camping area for like an hour, laid there on my mat, took my shoes off, rolled my feet out. So that was nice, and now I'm just making my way to the shelter. Today was 18 miles, which was a bigger day for me. Tomorrow I'm doing less miles than that for sure, but I decided to push on to the shelter because it was 4 miles from the campsite and it's literally flat. Like there's no extra elevation. So I figured why not, you know? But today was not the best day. There's just days that you don't want to hike and you don't want to walk, and that was one of them. Today was definitely one of them.